Oh, Challenge Cup Master Ball. The only place where you... Whoa! That was quick. That was quick, Jolteon. You scared me. But I don't know that I have you on my team. So why don't you take a seat in the bench? And if you show up, great. As good of a Pokemon as you are, Jolteon, some other Pokemon need a chance to shine, right? We gotta see what we have in store. What'll it be?
Patience is about to be rewarded. Pokemon Tournament Challenge Cup Master Ball. The opening blows are about to be exchanged in a furious battle between
It's a Dawn
level
fan.
75
I like Dawn fan.
Pokemon.
That's a Caesar. Caesar cannot afford to take an earthquake.
Vicious attack. A savage hit.
Love to hear it.
What will the other side do? A light attack.
We're gonna try to make a switch here at some point, but
Use this held item to restore HP.
as long as we're in a position to get the KO, nothing's stopping us.
What now? The hit flash
Understandably,
right
they go
off.
for the quick attack before getting KO'd.
Hang on.
Very likely to have rollout. I don't know how excited I would be to go for it.
Now
If they go Scyther, I might be inclined to do so.
we're eagerly awaiting the appearance of the next Pokemon. Oh, it's Heracross.
That scares me. I kind of have to stay in now. I do think if I have a normal attack, it'll be up, though.
What would do? That's it.
I will get KO'd by the next Mega Horn.
What's next? Hit.
I did find my normal
Good.
attack. At least I did more than 30%, according to the
They're
narrator,
both hanging tough.
the announcer.
How's that? Great
They
hit.
give me a freebie. If I'm King's Rock, this is funny.
Awesome counter.
Red Powder would have been funny too.
It's a hit. Oh, it has no strength left.
I'll take it.
So,
That damage
what will
means
the
that
next
any Pokemon that
Pokemon?
finds a damaging attack here could get the KO.
Oh, it's Omastar.
Hello, Omastar.
The heated
I saw you very
action
recently.
There's the attack. Hit. That inflicted
There's a small chance I lick 2 Mega Horns, but I can't remember if I do.
What's this? A light hit.
The Horn attacks weren't enough. Oh, that's so depressing.
Crowd's excitement is building.
Whenever I hear Nova Star with Water Gun, I just check out so quickly. I'm so uninvested.
A furious attack. That's
You
it.
do live 2. There's simply no way you live 2.
Water gun.
Nice.
Right. That's a hit. Oh.
Now the issue
go
is, I think I'm in range of something like a Scyther. Right, a Steel Wing would
back.
definitely be in
One
range.
Pokemon remains.
Just don't know where my Ancient Power would be.
Oh, it's Houndoom.
Oh,
It's
that's
down
so
to the
sad.
last Pokemon now. There's a big
Omastar would have been so good against the Houndoom, except it's at red bar.
fight. That's it.
And my 2 best Pokemon to beat a Houndoom are now fainted, so there's only one thing I can find here that can save me.
One Pokemon
That's a
left
fighting
to
type.
battle. Oh, it's Crobat. This is
Crobat's
the last
neutral.
Pokemon.
Crobat could work.
It's just one on
Crobat
one
is a good
now.
candidate for King's Rock. It's a fast Pokemon.
There's the shot.
Instantly find the Wing attack. We need to dodge 1 Fire Blast to be in a good position.
Oh, it's Blitz.
It is King's Rock.
Sparks are flying from both
What a called shot. Oh,
wing attack. Great hit.
amazing. We didn't need the King's Rock. Apparently it was a 2 KO.
Pokemon go
I was not expecting that. I would have expected Fire Blast to 2 KO us.
Goes the battle.
Instead, we're the one 2 KOing. And we do it without taking any damage. Very nice. What's next for this squad? Because I am not picking Omastar anytime soon. I don't love that I still have to. I have to pick Omastar because it's my only way to beat Aerodactyl. My only comfortable way to beat Aerodactyl. I think I'm gonna lead Donphan. I think I'm gonna have Omastar in the back, and we'll have our fourth be the first Pokemon we switch to. If we feel like being frisky. The issue with picking our fourth is it could be electric, could be fire. Glad I picked Omastar. This was the reason I wanted to.
Oh, an abrupt Pokemon switch. Oh, it's Omastar. Sandstorm has started blowing. What impact will this Pokemon switch have?
I don't think I have the heart to go for Ancient Power because if I find Rollout,
How's that?
it's just so embarrassing. Water Gun's a 3 at KO, and if we get a crit, that'll save us a turn.
The heated action continues.
Just need to get through this Aerodactyl.
What's next?
Might be able to get the KO through a boost here.
A furious attack. That struck home. It managed to hang in there.
The 3 at KO to be clear.
The crowd's excitement is building from this
Now a boost
heated
will not
battle.
save them. In fact, a crit won't save them. This is a guaranteed KO. And as always, whenever I say guaranteed, I always mean except for King's Rock, Bright Powder, Quick Claw.
Water gun.
In this case, King's Rock, Bright Powder would be the reason it wouldn't KO. Omastar did its job. If we're lucky, they go Golem.
Needs to be prepared.
But knowing me, they go Steelix.
Oh, it's Sizzle.
That also works. Because now if I have a Fire type, this is a great time to switch.
The white hot
And the
battle
Sandstorm is
continues.
about to end. So let's see if our fourth
This Pokemon
is a Fire
switching
type.
out. Oh, it's Executor.
Well, you are good against the ground types, so that's good for me.
What now? The hit glanced right off.
You did less than 30%.
Sandstorm finally quieted.
Happy to hear that.
How will this Pokemon switch
We
effect
did just have a
power back?
Donphan to a KO a Caesar.
Switching Pokemon.
I don't know what
That
new thing
Pokemon
we're expecting to
must
happen
have been
here.
the right choice.
Let's do it.
This Pokemon is rejoining the battle.
They're also gonna go for Sandstorm, which is really good for us.
Sandstorm has
So it
started
gives us a
blowing.
free switch.
What
and is
impact
completely
will this
useless for the remainder of
Pokemon
this fight.
have on
The
battle?
only thing that can beat a Donphan here would be like Omastar.
There's the attack.
And if they have an Omastar, we just go Executor. So this seems like a free win to me. What? Oh, I hit the water gun, that's right. That's valid. Did I hit a water gun?
One Pokemon left to come out.
No, I switched immediately. How did that one shot?
Oh, it's Donphan. This is the last
Strange.
Pokemon. The number of remaining Pokemon is 3
We
to
take no
1.
damage, so we have no reason not to just go for 3 Earthquakes.
There's the shot.
I lied. We do have a reason to switch.
Hit. That was good.
Let's go for 1 Earthquake and then switch.
What's next?
Reduce the Sandstorm.
Hammer where it
Oh,
hurts.
definitely switching now.
They're
I was
both
making an
hanging
aggressive
tough.
switch to begin with. Means that we take an extra turn of Sandstorm. And if we don't find our Giga Drain, our Solar Beam, 2 Psychics in time, that extra turn of Sandstorm could matter.
Back for another go.
It's looking like our Continue is in our hands. We just need to grab it.
What'll it do? Oh, that was weak.
Oh, that was weak.
The Sandstorm rips and tears. How
I'd be
will
happy with the
do
Psychic, but I'm
without
hoping for a Giga
Pokemon
Drain
fare?
all the same.
A Psychic Blast.
Nice.
That inflicted some
No
damage.
Giga Drain. Psychic is better for the long term, for more of the fights. It's better to have Executor as a Psychic type than as a Grass type. For what it's worth, we still have a good Grass move. Psychic is just a little bit better. We need to find a Sunny Day user to pair well with this Executor. That way we can get the Sunny Day set up and then have a Solar Beam user. That could be very nice down the road. Up next, see. We have Crobat. I'm not thrilled at the idea. Let's bottom row it. Crobat can be a little susceptible to the ice attacks. Don't necessarily need to go for wing attacks to win. There's our electric boy. We've got some big shoes to fill. Jolteon wanted to play today, but we got you instead. Now I could have a fire type here. Wouldn't be the worst switch. Could also have Caesar. Possible.
Oh, it's
Ninetales, very good.
The other trainer is
See, this
also
happens way
changing
too often
Pokemon.
recently. I'll have like an Electabuzz lead and they'll switch to a water type.
Oh, it's Feraligatr.
And I'm just like, why? Why would you make that switch?
How will this Pokemon
This still works out for me.
affect the
We have a
flow
grass
of
type we
battle?
can switch to, and Feraligatr does not have the best coverage.
Pokemon.
Now it could have coverage, but it just likely won't be good.
Oh, it's Executor.
It's possible it has Blizzard,
What's this?
possible it has Ice Punch.
Not very
It's likely to have Icy Wind, if nothing else. It could have
What
Bite.
impact will this
That would be
Pokemon
possible.
switch have on the battle?
We could also try to look for Sunny Day here, but I'm going to try to find Solar Beam. Psychic Left means Solar Beam, right?
The trainer's switching
That's what I was
Pokemon.
afraid of. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe we get lucky and it's not Solar Beam, right?
Oh, it's Houndoom.
Oh my goodness. Please do not go for Solar Beam.
It used it to track you.
That's so funny.
Hey, it became a
We get
track
bailed
to the
out.
opponent.
But now we're in a tough
How will
spot.
newly
This team is
switched
kind of
Pokemon
impossible to
fare?
break. Houndoom, Jinx, Feraligatr. Ay ay ay. Wow.
They're eyeing each other warily.
Just this team composition alone has stun locked me. I have no idea what to do
Pokemon
here.
is returning to his Pokeball.
This is a very weird fight to be in. Every Pokemon I have is countered by every Pokemon they have. How do we win?
What now? Ah, that didn't do much. How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle? Switching Pokemon. That Pokemon
If they stay
would not
in,
have
they're
been
going
the
for
right
Bite.
choice.
And if they switch, we're in a good spot.
The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball.
What do we got?
The other trainer
Perfect.
is also changing Pokemon.
I'm hoping they go for Alligator.
The Pokeball opens to reveal its
For what it's
Pokemon.
worth, there was no other Pokemon that could go. There's no way you switch to Jinx there.
What impact will this Pokemon switch have on the
They'd likely have
battle?
Earthquake if they did this at the start.
What's next? That was a
That's what I was
glancing
afraid
blow.
of. I'd find a Strength or something.
What'll it do?
Just Surf, okay. This is no longer a lost fight. That was the biggest fear.
The heated
Strength
action
left tells me that my attacking move is right, not down.
Wow, Thunderbolt!
We found Thunderbolt right.
Yes, it's
So we've
going
taken one
down.
Surf, that's fine. I just need to get damage on Houndoom. And Ninetales should clean up.
Pokemon is back for another go.
Thank you for the offering. I was paying attention if it was Flamethrower or Fire Blast.
A sharp attack. That's
I don't think this 2 KOs, but it's fine. We just needed the damage.
it. A furious attack. Hit.
Just
That was
Flamethrower.
good.
Take it.
It used Fairy Juice to restore its
Oh gosh.
HP. A hot battle is
It's crazy to me
unfolding.
that I'm considering Strength over Thunderbolt, but I'm pretty sure Thunderbolt is still correct.
Vicious attack. Yes, it's a hit.
Did we paralyze?
Ooh, flamethrower. Right, that's a hit.
Does anyone else notice how long that pause was?
That KO
Very
will
weird.
bring out a new Pokemon.
Alright, Ninetales. Flamethrower should KO at this range.
Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball. There's
Dig would be
a few
acceptable.
key differences
Just need your fire move here.
Crack that tail.
That is the opposite of what I want, because now we're going to take some more damage. Put us in range of Psychic. That could be bad.
What now?
The good news is, Tail Whip left guarantees my fire move is down.
It's a fierce
It's a
battle.
status move.
What's this? Yes, it's a hit. There it is.
Okay.
Knockout.
So we've taken 2 flamethrowers.
There's only one Pokemon left to come out. The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon. This is the last Pokemon. There's the shot. It's super effective.
Being faster than Jinx makes this very likely to be a win. However,
How's that?
okay.
A light
And it's
hit.
just confusion, and they didn't get the confuse as near as I can hear.
Heated action continues.
We lost our continue, but that's fine. We get a win. It could have been a very dangerous fight. No bright powder either. Now we're looking really good. We've got a great squad for the fighting types.
Goes the battle.
We don't have an amazing squad for the normal types, but we have Donphan. Donphan's good against anything, right? I think we're gonna be just fine. And what's great is if they have Poliwrath, we have the switch-ins. We can either go Exeggutor or Crobat. There's some merit to picking a Pokemon like Omastar, but I won't. I refuse. Boop Bop. What was our 5th before we proceed? 5th was Ninetales, right? No, 5th was Electabuzz. 6th was Ninetales. Fifth was Electabuzz.
The battles are
6th was
intensifying to a
Ninetales.
fever pitch. This is round 4.
Victreebel? What the heck are you doing here? No, normally I would not be afraid to just Earthquake raw into a
That
Victreebel,
Pokemon must not have been the right choice.
but this Pokemon simply does not belong in this fight.
Oh, it's Crobat.
And I have the perfect counter for a Victreebel.
It's building up power.
And would
for
you look at
its
that?
attack.
You know what'd be really funny is getting the flinch here.
The flow of battle.
I can't believe we have King's Rock.
A furious attack. A powerful blow.
Oh well.
What's it do?
When you get the flinch, the pause is broken very quickly by the silence.
Both competitors. Wing attack.
Essentially, when it comes to the animation screen of going to the next Pokemon, right, there's the pan in, it says the name of the move, then it's the wind up, and then the announcer says the name of the attack.
Oh, it's
The
Norway.
period from when the window is on.
A hot battle is unfolding.
Let's go back. The period from when the window would normally turn on to when the announcer would say the name of the attack
Here comes
is
the
when the
Pokemon
announcer says,
switch.
"Oh, it flinched." So it's like a full second and a half faster.
Pokemon is back.
So I'll know if I've flinched, or rather that I've not flinched, if the time that it takes for the announcer to have said it doesn't get said.
The hit lands
That's
right
kind of
off.
crazy that I switched to Donphan in fear of a body slam, and I simply got rolled out.
A sharp attack. Great
I'm gonna
hit.
go ahead and 2 a KO now because I'm pretty sure I'm soft sand.
What's next? A light hit.
Best thing on the end here would probably be Porygon.
The white hot battle.
Objectively, it would be Poliwrath, but Porygon is something I could probably 2 a KO before it 2 a KOs me.
Hang on, earthquake. Hit.
We do
That
get our
was
2 a
good.
KO.
Yes, it's
I'm
going
really
down.
sure this is soft sand, but maybe it's just that strong. Maybe we just got good rolls on the stats.
Just one Pokemon
I'm
remains.
expecting to hear him a champ or something.
Oh, it's Poliwrath. This is the
Poliwrath
last
makes this
Pokemon.
easy in terms of safety.
They're both
Doesn't make it faster, but it does make it easy.
The Pokemon is returning to its Pokeball.
Like, I'm faster than Machamp, right? Now with 2 a KO Machamp, that would be the fastest win here. This will still be a good win.
No, the move failed.
And the Poliwrath is into that trunk.
Switch have on the battle.
I can't blame you, Poliwrath.
Whoa!
I cannot blame you.
Danger Dan.
That's gotta be a crit. Let's go.
There are no more remaining Pokemon.
We're on easy street, y'all.
There goes the battle.
Now remember that Ninetales is tail whip left. So we don't want to be going for that anytime soon. Let's flamethrower down. I hate to say it, y'all. Spoilers. I don't see how we lose this run. We've got 2 continues and a bevy of powerful Pokemon with powerful moves. Good synergy between them, right? If we're worried about a ground type, we have an Exeggutor. If we're worried about a water type, we have Exeggutor. Basically what I'm saying is we have Exeggutor. I'm gonna pick Ninetales second, Crobat third. I'm hoping for a Flareon because that is something that we are faster than and can one-shot. But I'm okay with any fire type here. It's just that most fire types will not go for Sunny Day, they'll go for an attack. Charizard would have been a problem. Charizard would have been a big problem, actually.
Combatants face each other.
Thankfully, it's just Typhlosion. Let's go for the fire attack.
Whoop, that missed.
Fire Blast misses, so we've been gifted another free win.
Hang on, Earthquake.
Now, when I said spoilers about the whole run, those were true, but the real spoiler is I'm going to get another continue.
One hit. That's
Having a strong Earthquake user that doesn't get one-shot makes this fight very friendly, very amicable.
Oh, it's Meganium.
Because now they go Meganium, and it's like, oh no. Except,
The number of remaining
now I just go a fire
Pokemon is
type.
3-2.
If we're lucky, they go for Sunny Day. Most likely, they're going to go for their own Solar Beam, though. But it's 50-50, frankly.
Oh, it's Ninetales.
Maybe 60-40. Now, Meganium could have Earthquake. That could be scary.
It's building up power for
They opt for the Solar Beam, so that gives us 2 turns to hit our Flamethrowers.
How will this Pokemon switch effect
Uh,
before battle?
You know, I shouldn't be second-guessing whether this 2 KOs, but I'm just the tiniest bit nervous this does not 2 KO. I feel like maybe Rapidash would be like the only Pokemon that wouldn't 2 KO.
Restore its HP.
That Berry Juice could be the difference as well,
Action continues.
but I'm pretty sure we did at least 70%, right?
Ooh, flamethrower.
Yeah,
That had to hurt.
we get there. We get there.
There it is. Knockout.
Best thing on the end here would be Victory Bell, Venusaur, or Exeggutor. All 3 of them lose.
Pokemon left to come out.
Any fire type, and I'm a little scared.
Oh, it's Victory Bell.
Perfect.
It's down to the last
We have another
Pokemon
counter
now.
for this, but we've already shown that counter.
A hot battle is
Victory Bell
unfolding.
cannot break through a Crobat, but we don't need Crobat.
Ah. Drilled out weak.
Now, Crit Sludge Bomb could KO us here. Oh.
The last Pokemon goes down.
Well, that might be Charcoal then.
And there goes the battle.
What an easy win. Excuse me. Suppose we're gonna go Donphan, Electabuzz, Exeggutor.
Many trainers have fallen by the wayside, leaving just 8 to reach the quarterfinals.
The things that a Ninetales would help against. don't think we necessarily need. I think if they have an Executor, we have ways to win.
What's the opening gambit? A light hit.
Could be Mega Punch.
There's the attack. Yes,
We're
it's a hit.
fading Kangaskhan.
The crowd's excitement is building from this heated
Kangaskhan
battle.
should get 2 KO'd. Did you see what we did to that
What's that?
Snorlax?
A light attack.
It's gotta be a 2 KO.
Vicious attack.
It's not.
That's it. It's managed
That
to hang in
surprises
there.
me.
They're both hanging tough. Both get ready to go.
This isn't good if they have an Electric type on the end with
What'll it
coverage,
do? That was a glancing blow.
because now I'm in range of like a Bite Flinch.
Hang on.
Do a second bite. An Ice Punch.
That's a hit. Oh,
Fire Punch crit.
knockout.
Thankfully, the Fire Punch user I'm thinking of, Ampharos, we can beat
Appearance of
faster
the
than.
next Pokemon.
It's Electabuzz I'd be worried about at this point.
Oh, it's Kingdra.
Kingdra as well. Good news is we do have 2 great Pokemon here.
From both competitors.
Let's go to the one that resists first.
Here comes the Pokemon switch.
I weirdly think I want to switch aggressively here. Tank the water hit and then go to Electabuzz.
What's this? It's not very effective.
Well, if I knew you were going for a water gun, I would have just gone
Pokemon
Electabuzz.
switch
I
effect
suppose we'll stay in
forward
then.
battle.
The reason I'd want to switch here is because if their last is a ground type,
What now? That did little damage.
Electabuzz would not be very good against that, nor would a 40% Donphan.
That was good. A hot
So because I
battle is
think I can lose to
unfolding.
a ground type here, let's make a switch. I think a half health Executor should be safe against the average ground type. The only thing I'm a little afraid of here,
Oh, it's
aside
Electabuzz.
from paralyzing, getting paralyzed to be clear, is that if they do have the ground type, they would switch here.
There's the attack. A light hit.
Maybe we're lucky.
How will this
Maybe
new
Kimono Girl Emiko
Pokemon
is
fare?
looking out for us. She is.
How's that? A light
It's possible we just got paralyzed and they didn't say anything. It's possible they're Quick Claw.
What's next? Great hit. It used Berry Juice to restore its HP. What'll it do? That was a glancing blow. Wow, Thunderbolt! Yes, it's a hit! Oh, it has no strength left.
Could also be bad if their last is like a Houndoom.
There's only one Pokemon left.
I suppose that's another
Come
reason
on.
to have chosen to stay in with Executor.
Oh, it's Muk! This is the last Pokemon.
Luck seems like a free win.
The white-hot battle continues.
I'm not gonna get greedy. It's possible I live a Sludge Bomb. It's possible I'm faster. With
Sludge
Donphan.
attack. That's it.
We were paralyzed,
Yes.
but it was Sludge. Sludge is a lot weaker. I think because we already have 3,
The next Pokemon needs to
there's
be
no reason
prepared.
to throw away the run here.
This Pokemon is back for
If
another
I'm slower, I'm
battle.
slower.
The number of remaining Pokemon is 2 to 1. Oh, what's this?
That's what I expected.
That had to hurt. Whoa, that was close.
Didn't KO though. Ice Punch?
There's the attack. Oh,
Dynamic
that's a
Punch. Okay.
miss. A hot battle is
Knowing me,
unfolding.
if I had switched, they would have hit that Dynamic Punch, and then we'd lose.
Now one more. Out of there.
I'm happy to walk away with 3 continues rather than 2.
There are no
You know what I
more remaining Pokemon. And there goes the battle.
Feeling very comfortable going into 2 fights with 3 continues, especially with the squad we have. Donphan very well positioned against the following team. Can one-shot the Houndoom, can do some good damage to an Alakazam, can one-shot Gengar, can deal with a weary Electrica type? What am I saying? You know, Ampharos, Electabuzz. That said, the rest of my squad doesn't feel too great. Can't really use 2, 3, or 4. Omastar, Crobat, Exeggutor. Electabuzz can deal with a Starmie, and Ninetales can deal with Jinx, Exeggutor. Scyther. Well, I've got a lot of Pokemon that can deal with that. It's the best one, though. It's gotta be Electabuzz. It would be faster, and it would resist the wing attack. But I'm expecting a double team right out the gate. And if we're lucky, they switch to a water type, because they're like, oh no. Oh, well, see, I would have been rewarded if I went Ninetales. You know, I didn't consider that either. I was thinking more along the lines of, oh, they'll switch to a water type. No, they're going to switch to an Exeggutor. We don't have Ice Punch. We don't have Fire Punch. I mean, we might. And I would have looked like a crazy Pokemon Master if I had just gone Ninetales. We'll do it now, though. It's unfortunate that we're going to take a little bit of damage, but maybe we're lucky and they double team. I'm expecting them to Psychic right out the gate. Okay, we get lucky. We're going to need to hit, but if Flamethrower one-shots a Victory Bell, there's no way Exeggutor lives. I think we might be Charcoal. We missed. Ugh. Are we dead? Okay, they went for another double team. That's fine. It didn't say the name of the move, so it's not a guarantee this KOs. It's also not a guarantee it doesn't. Not only could we crit, but I still think we're Charcoal. Charcoal gives us a fire boost. Now that miss means we lose, because now they're going for Psychic. That's crazy. There's no world where you go for 3 double teams when you see a Flamethrower bearing down on you. This will be very telling if this KOs. Nice.
What's this?
It is not Charcoal. That's not good. The good news is, Psychic wasn't even a 3-hit KO for us. That's very surprising. We can try for Swift here, but I don't know. I'm happy to go for another Flamethrower. Especially since this next Psychic cannot KO me. I suppose it could crit, but, you know, aside from a crit, it can't KO me. And get the KO. So we've got 2 Pokemon that can beat a Scyther. We're likely to switch to the last tier. I'm hoping it's Gengar. That would be very, very lucky. Starmie. I think this is a very similar situation to what I was just talking about a moment ago. There's no reason to walk out of here with a Continue. We already have 3 Continues. We did have the Swift, could have saved a little bit of health. Surprised we lived the Waterfall, though. Now I can afford to risk it, because Waterfall is not very strong. That said, they could go for Psychic if they have it. They'd be incentivized to go for it this turn because it does KO, and it would punish a switch. Just Waterfall, though. So we should be faster. What do you got for a Starmie? You are fast. Are you King's Rock? Are you Bright Powder? Thank you for not being either. Ninetales should be slower than Scyther. In the bizarre situation where I don't get the KO here.
The number of remaining Pokemon is 3-1. Wow!
They have a chance, but I appreciate when they go for the double teams because every time they go for double team and they don't get hit, it's still a just neutral turn. Doesn't matter that I missed here if they go for another double team. It matters if they go for 2 wing attacks and I miss twice. That's what you should be afraid of. And they don't get there. That was the route. They played to it. So we did end up walking out of here with the continue. I'm glad I stayed in with the Ninetales for the 1 turn, though. It's very interesting to know that 2 Psychics... And maybe I misheard. Maybe it was confusion, because that would be the only explanation. But if that was 2 Psychics from Exeggutor... It's crazy that 2 Psychics in a Waterfall did not KO Ninetales. So we're now moving into our final match, Gentleman Travis, with a team of 6 randoms. Y'all can take a look at the Pokemon. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd love to have King's Rock Crobat make another appearance, but Crobat did its job. It also did its job in a fight where the job didn't matter. Hello, Umbreon. That's one less problem for Exeggutor to deal with.
What's the opening gambit? A light hit.
I'm so paranoid about King's Rock all of a sudden.
What will the other side do?
Just every other Pokemon now I'm imagining has it. I'm very confident this does not 2 a KO. I mean, we saw Kangaskhan live 2 Earthquakes, right? There's simply no way this lives it.
What now? That did little
There's simply no way this doesn't live it.
What's next? Great hit.
Yeah, I'm starting to think we might have crit the Snorlax and I didn't realize it.
It's a fierce battle.
Now, I don't like how low this Donphan's getting. It's going to be in the 40% range.
What will it do?
Potentially as low as 35%.
Hang on, Earthquake. Right, that's a hit.
But I think between Electabuzz and Exeggutor, we can beat any 2 Pokemon on the end here. We don't need Donphan necessarily. So I will keep it alive on the off chance their last is an electric.
Oh, it's Kingdra.
See, a Pokemon like Kingdra, we're in the exact same position we were not 2 fights ago. This time, however, I'm not expecting a Water Gun,
Here comes the Pokemon.
so I will still do the first play I made, which was direct switch into Exeggutor.
Oh, it's Exeggutor.
If they were going for Water Gun here, Electabuzz is better, but...
How's that? Oh,
Deja Vu, what are we doing?
how will this newly
Kingdra, you're better than
Pokemon
this.
fare? What's this? A light attack. A furious attack. Hit, that was good. Sparks are flying from
Their last is a Water type, which is very unlikely, but not impossible.
the Pokemon is returning to its Pokeball.
We don't need Electabuzz to be healthy, to be not paralyzed, for
It's
instance.
Electabuzz.
So we're just going to make the same play we did. Seems like the optimal thing to do.
There's the
Tank a
attack.
couple Dragon Breaths,
It's gripped by paralysis.
hit a couple Thunderbolts.
What impact will this
One paralyzed
Pokemon
turn would be
have
very
on
bad
the
for
battle?
us.
The trainer's switching
This is what
Pokemon.
I'm really afraid of, is what does this mean? What do you have?
Oh, it's Nidoking.
That's terrifying.
It's gripped by paralysis.
But you know what?
How will this
I am not
Pokemon
afraid of you.
affect the flow of battle?
This is why I made this play in the 6th fight.
This Pokemon is switching
Exeggutor would have
out.
been a little bit more favorable against the ground Pokemon on the end.
The Pokemon
That's exactly
appears
what's going to happen here.
What now? It's not very effective. How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare?
This is going to come down to...
A sharp attack.
I was going to say, for starters, does it have a coverage move? And it did.
A psychic blast. How powerful.
This is going to come down to... Oh no, we lose. That's crazy. We actually lose for that. Alright, we need to rethink our team because Kingdra is kind of a problem. These random Pokemon they have are pretty good against me. I don't want to have to run something like Crobat, but we might have to. I'm just gonna go ahead and see. There's absolutely no way to win this fight. I guess it's worth knowing. No, I take it back. There is a reason to play this out. I don't think I live Water Gun.
How's that? That was a glancing blow. Wow! Right, that's a hit.
But if by some miracle I live Water Gun. Alright, Quick Claw. I could KO here. I could be Bright Valley, for instance. Gotta play it out, sadly.
The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon. It's down to the last Pokemon now. Water Gun! That's it!
We tried.
Oh, which will last?
I guess Electabuzz is also not out of it, right? We can take another Dragon Breath, maybe even two.
This Pokemon is rejoining the battle. This is the last Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't know why I gave up so quickly.
Just one-on-one now.
Very confident I live one Dragon Breath.
Down to the wire.
I'm 50% confident I live two.
What'll it do? That did
We
little
just need to
damage.
hit Thunder. Thunderbolt. Twice.
What now? Great hit.
Paralyze would be good. Crit would have been good there.
It's a fierce battle.
I think we live this turn, so it's just a Paralyze.
What's this? A light hit. Wow!
I don't know why I gave up. That was a free win. Well, not free. Still had to contend with paralyzing.
Pokemon goes
We might have even lived another Dragon Breath.
Congratulations!
Well, I played that out. In my head, I was like, I'm paralyzed, I have a 30% Donphan, what are we doing? But Donphan beats Nidoking. Kingdra beats Donphan. Electabuzz beats Kingdra. What a very nice number to end on. Look at that. Double 42 with a 69. Regular looking Donphan, regular looking Omastar, regular Crobat, kind of pale, but essentially regular Exeggutor, green Electabuzz, not shiny, and kind of pale yellow Ninetales. And what is that? But a second try. Good stuff. Wow. If you like that, subscribe. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can also check out other videos I've done, like this one. Until then, take care. Much love. Stay safe.